What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Thank you for stopping in. Today, we are taking a look at some of my favorite folding knives that come in under that $25 price point. Before we get started, make sure you are subscribed here to the channel. I release daily knife and EDC content. Hit that thumbs up button. That helps push this video out there to more people. And let me know what you're carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. Love hearing from you guys. So, this is going to be the first knife on the list. Now, we're talking knives and folding knives under $25. Don't be expecting the world here, but you can find gems. You know, you can find that needle in the haystack with the right perseverance. Now, this knife is going to be one of the most inexpensive knives on the list, coming in under 13 bucks. It does not have a name or number. It is the Flissa Reverse Tanto. And we're going to be getting 4 3/4 inches of 5CR 15 MOV. We do have a PVD coating here, or a tie-nye coating. We have dual thumb studs and a rear flipper there for deployment. You know, sharpening choil is not that great on how that is laid out, in my opinion. But here again, we're gonna bring back up the fact that this knife is under 15 bucks. So yeah, you're gonna be getting 5CR. You're going to be getting a tip down only pocket clip here. You know, a couple little changes to this, and it would be a fantastic under $15 knife. As it sits, it's a decent knife though. We have textured FRN handles here, steel liners, and then that lower mounted steel pocket clip. The action's not bad. It feels pretty decent for a $13 knife, not bad at all. I'll have links to all the knives we show on the video here today down in the description of this video. If anything piques your interest, you can head over there and check them out. So here we're looking at this is a new Kesmo, KEXMO. I believe it's Kexmo or Kesmo. I just say Kesmo. But they put out quite a bit of different folding knives coming in under 25 bucks, and this is one of them. It comes in at 17 bucks, so just a few bucks more than the Flissa, and it's quite a step up, I would say, for like 3 more bucks. We're going to be getting 8CR 14 MOV. Still not, you know, super steel, which we're not going to get in this area, but not bad at 16 bucks. It's got this tie-nye coating on it. We do have dual thumb studs and a rear flipper tab. The detent is nice on this knife. The sharpening choil, here again, it's okay. This one is better here. Now, we do have jimping on that rear flipper. It sticks out nicely. I whiffed it there. The detent is nice, though. We do have good access with jimping there on that liner. Very easy to get to. And this is going to be coming in at 3 inches of total blade length there. We have green textured G10 steel liners, and here we will have the ability to carry this tip up, which is awesome. And it'll be a nice deep carry tip up. And then we have the option to also mount this lefty. This is one of the high value knives right around the $15 price point. Now, this next knife we're looking at here is a knife that I've really beat on. And Ganzo, you know, they've been around for quite some time, and they've been putting out banger after banger for years and years in this $20 to $30 range. This knife comes in at 22 bucks right now, not on sale. We're looking at 440C for our blade steel. It's got a nice satin finish on that drop point blade. Good sharpening choil as well. So we're stepping up a few more dollars here. We have dual thumb studs for deployment. Nice strong springs, and you're going to be getting that crossbar lock here. And we have textured G10. We do have open construction with a couple of standoffs, and then we have a Benchmade light clip there. It's lower mounted, and it is going to be reversible, but coming in at $22, this Ganzo F753, and there's a bunch of different variations you can get. I think this is a real high value in the mid size. I like this. I've been a big fan of Ganzo for quite a while, and it's knives like this give them a good rep, get people into the community and trying different knives at, a low price tag and still getting quality. It's getting people's toes into the water, which is perfect. Now, here we got one coming in from Free Tiger, and this is a company I was introduced to earlier this year. Now, they don't have a ton of models, but they do have a couple that come in under $30, and this is one of them. It comes in at $22.99. We're looking at D2 steel. We have a satin finish on that drop point blade. Decent sharpening choil there. We have dual thumb studs and a nice high flipper tab there in relation to the pivot. The detent's not bad at all. The branding on the show side, yeah, I could do without it, but it is kind of what it is. We have some nicely done G10 here, lanyard hole, right hand carry only. The pocket clip does work well in and out of the pocket, and it does not affect ergonomics. We have a geared G10 backspacer. This is a high value in my opinion. It's a good size, and under 25 bucks to score D2 and G10, that's a pretty solid deal. Now, this next one is coming from a company that I also was just introduced to this year. XUK, I believe is how it's pronounced, but not 100% sure. Like I said, I'll have all these knives listed down below. But this is the XUK, and I believe it's called the Seed or the J01, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Definitely could be called the Seed, though. But this is a high value here, too. Coming in at $23 full retail. They often run coupon codes like right now, 10% off. That'll put this down around $20, and you're going to be getting 2.5 inches of D2. We have this nice tumbled blade here. It's a nice low drop point. I guess you could call it a modified sheep's foot or something like that, but a very low drop point, I would say. Nice full finger choil here. Sharpening choil is good. Cutout for deployment is really good. We have a snappy detent. You can reverse flick this thing, thumb flick it. This is a really solid under $25 knife right here. Good access to that liner. We do have micarta, black micarta, and I believe they do another one in either micarta or G10. We do have a nice deep carry recessed pocket clip here. Wish it was a little shorter, but not the end of the world. And then we have these cool pivot collars here on both sides. But yeah, $22.97 plus 10% for D2 and micarta. I call that a win-win. And absolutely no question, no doubt about it, this knife makes this list easily. This is the Olin G40. We're looking at a satin finished, almost spear point, drop point blade coming in D2. This is going to be more of a gentleman style, sleek design here. Nice tight tolerances, flipper tab for deployment, nice snappy detent. We have decent access to that liner. Not great, but not horrible either. Good size. I wear an XL glove, and I can still get a full squeezed grip on here, which is perfect. We have a nice deep carry clip there. I'm a big fan. Textured G10, and there are a ton of different variations of this knife. Coated and uncoated blades, and a ton of different G10s. Coming in at $19.90 right now for D2, textured G10, and a solid build. Olin's is one of the up-and-coming budget knife companies, no question about it, if not leading the pack. Next up, this one right here is a no-brainer as well. This is also coming from Free Tiger. This is going to be the FT2103. We have a D2 black washed drop point blade. Nice sharpening choil there. Dual thumb studs for deployment. Textured G10 handles. This is going to be right hand carry only with that deep carry steel rollover clip. Nice strong springs in there. Very reminiscent of what Ganzo does here. This comes in at 24 bucks. And for D2, textured G10, getting a crossbar lock, very solid. I think this is a great deal in comparison to the Ganzo that's coming in $440. I like this knife a lot, but I would definitely spend the extra couple bucks and get the free Tiger. But depending on what size you prefer, either one of those would be a great pocket knife. This knife right here coming in from Schrade. This is a no doubt abouter. $25. We have a satin finished Bowie drop point blade coming in AUS 8. Not bad at 25 bucks. Decent sharpening choil, could be quite a bit better, but at $25, kind of hard to complain about that. We do have dual thumb studs for deployment, textured G10, couple of standoffs, and then a lower mounted Benchmade like clip. This is going to be a crossbar lock, and it is nice and strong on the deployment and very easy to disengage those tabs and close that blade. I like this knife a lot. I wish they would redo this in some other variations as well. You know, offer it at 50 bucks and do micarta and 14C. Offer it, you know, in 150 bucks and do S35 and carbon fiber or whatever, titanium. You know, just give us some different variations because I like this knife. I think it's a solid design. And at 25 bucks, I think this is one of the best knives on the list. Now I'm going to cheat a little bit here. This one's like $1 or $2 more, so it's like 26 or something, 27. This is for the guy or gal who's saying, I have $28, you know, what can I get for that? You can get a good Ganzo in D2. This is the FH31B in D2. Nice sheep's foot blade, coated. Kind of got a washed finish to it. Sharpening choil's not bad at all. This is a good size. We have that flipper tab for deployment, and the detent is Gucci mama on this thing. We have textured G10. We have a geared G10 backspacer with integrated lanyard hole. And then we have a nice deep carry steel rollover clip that will be left-hand friendly there. And there is a filler tab for 27 bucks. Chamfer on that liner, good access. Ganzo has a great reputation for very inexpensive knives. Now I'm gonna go a little bit different direction here. We're still talking about folding, but this is going to be a couple of utility blades that I've found works for me over the last couple of years. This is the Gerber EAB Lite, and this is going to be like 13 bucks. If you need, you know, something very compact with that disposable blade, this is about as compact as you're gonna get. You got that pocket clip there. It works decently, and you know, not the easiest blade to change. You just need something to kind of unscrew that and then pull the blade out and put the new blade in. So not the best system, but for 13 bucks, it's really hard to sneeze at, and you can get a full grip because of how this is designed here. Not the most comfortable thing in the world, but I like this utility knife here, and this thing has been around forever. Now, don't laugh. I don't know what I was even doing there, but you could go with a Milwaukee Fastback of some sort, whether that's the utility style knife here. You have the ability to hold extra blades. These are both going to come in right around $25. And as you can see, this is more of a utility knife. It is going to be tip down carry. You do have that button lock that you use to open and close this thing, which is actually very fun. Milwaukee Fastback has been a proven candidate if you want to go with something like that. Something is boring. And this is a little bit newer to me, something I wanted to try out, but it's their folding knife bit driver combination here. Now, you're supposed to be able to push this button down and kind of whip the blade out, but it's more of a push the button down and two-hand the blade out. And then it has a liner here to disengage it. I was under the impression when I bought this and I was looking at the packaging, I thought maybe they did a button liner lock here just on the face. That's what I thought it was, but I was wrong. We do have a bottle opener here, but this will, you know, get the job done and give you some added capability. You got that full size bit driver there, 1/4 inch, and it has a liner lock there, so it actually locks in place. So this is definitely a valid tool right here from Milwaukee, the Fastback series, and I believe there's a couple other options you can go with as well. Next up, we have the O-Knife Otical U1. And I ordered this just for shits and giggles one day to try it out, and I was blown away when I got it. This comes in around 25 bucks, and we're looking at a crossbar lock folding utility knife. Now, you just turn this and pull the blade out, put a new one in there, and very easy to change that blade over. We're looking at carbon fiber over G10 here. We have a G10 backspacer, integrated lanyard post, and then a nice minimal deep carry clip there. And the springs and action are phenomenal on this thing right here. So if you're looking for something minimal, similar to the Gerber here, but you want to spend a little extra coin and get something very well made, definitely a one hand operation on the open and close, and something you're going to have a lot of fun with as far as fidgeting and manipulating that blade. The Otical U1 here, it's a big win in my book. You'll have to let me know, what are some of your favorite under $25 knives, if you have any, and let me know what was your favorite knife and utility knife out of this list. I love hearing from you either which way. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I always appreciate that, everyone. If you're new to the channel, I release knife and EDC content every single day. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. That'll let you know anytime I release a new video. I will put up the most recent video here and one of my recent favorites over here. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I will catch you on the next one.